Hi, everyone. So this is our lesson on diversity, and we're looking at the kingdoms of life. So we talked in our first lesson for this unit on how to break things down all the way from domain to species. Well, now we're going to focus on the kingdoms that all living organisms can fall under. Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. All right, so first we know living organisms, we all have cells. And from there, we need to remember prokaryotic versus eukaryotic. Prokaryotic, no membrane-bound organelles, no nucleus. Eukaryotic has both of those. So in the prokaryotic kingdom, we have archaea and eubacteria. But then the eukaryotic, we have animals, plants, fungi, and protists. So archaea are known as extreme bacteria. These have special adaptations to survive in extreme conditions. And for example, they live in temperatures up to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. These do undergo asexual reproduction because they are prokaryotic, and they are heterotroph and autotroph, which means they make their own food and then they eat other foods. And they are unicellular because they are, remember, prokaryotic. Eubacteria is known as true bacteria, so true. These are prokaryotes. These are ones we're used to seeing. They undergo asexual and sexual reproduction. They are still unicellular as prokaryotes. They are small, and you would need a microscope to see them, which makes sense. They can make their own food or eat other things, and they live everywhere, even on and in our bodies. So there are a couple examples there. Now let's get into the eukaryotic sections. So protists, this is the catch-all group. So if anything that does not fall under the animal kingdom, plant kingdom, or fungus kingdom will fall into the protist kingdom as long as they are a eukaryote. And these can look very, very different. So they do go and have sexual or asexual reproduction. They are multi and unicellular. They can make their own food or eat other things, and there are 60,000 species of protists that are identified, but estimated up to be somewhere close to 200,000. We have fungi, which you automatically can think of like mushrooms. These undergo asexual and sexual reproduction. They are heterotroph, so they eat other things. Multi and unicellular. They digest first, then ingest food. So that means they're decomposers. So they break things down before they can consume them. Only 5% of fungi species have been discovered, but there is no expected to be way more than that. And we can use fungi for different things. So first, we have benefits, so we can use them for antibiotics. We can use them for like sodas. We can use them to make stinky cheeses, think like blue cheese, stuff like that. We've got the disadvantages, though. A lot of them are toxic to humans. A lot of them are toxic to plants and animals. And then, they form on rotted food. So next we have plants. Plants can undergo asexual or sexual reproduction. They are autotrophs because they make their own food. So remember photosynthesis. They are multicellular. And we've got here like a Venus flytrap as an example of a plant. Animals, obviously this is the kingdom we fall under. These undergo sexual reproduction. They eat other things. All right, we can't make our own food, wish we could. Multicellular, most diverse kingdom. So a lot of the species in this kingdom will look very, very different. And different species do have different traits, even though they all fall in the same kingdom. And just as a little example here to show you how these kingdoms interact with each other is a salt marsh ecosystem. So the sun will give energy to the cordgrass. Later, the cordgrass dies, and then bacteria, fungi, algae, all those things will eat off of that. The leftover cordgrass will decompose and fertilize the plants. Snails, mussels, crabs, worms, fish, shrimp, and insects eat, so those are the animals, eat the bacteria, fungi, and algae. The insects eat the other marsh plants. The insects are eaten by the crabs, worms, fish, and shrimp. And then the marsh birds eat the snails, mussels, insects, crabs, worms, fish, and shrimp. The marsh feces itself will then fertilize to grow more cordgrass. So it shows the connection between all of these levels and all of these different kingdoms and how we need any of them to make the others function properly. All right, guys.